В смысле, ничего, я не могу дальше продолжить. Что? У тебя 0 эфира на сам. Просто никак не продолжить. Вы можете перевести это в один эфир?
Кто там?
Пожалуйста, не нужно видео.
Можешь это включить, пожалуйста?
Мне нужно перевести это сам. Я не буду. Нет. Ну, Оксана, если вдруг тебе обратился человек, который отправил 30 эфиров, то сообщите, мы их вернем. Либо отправим ему настоящий токен. Хорошо. А что делать с тем, что говорит колонится от моего?
А почему мы не можем заблокировать этого бота?
Ничего мы его не блокируем, он всем движет.
Сейчас открою. А, у меня нет ключей, как я открою.
Я показал сообщение вообще объем. А что?
Знаешь, если ты будешь на улице, мы уже еще сообщение.
Я сижу на
Что за свиньей?
Я 160 лет послал такую маленькую комиссию, выбрал. Там не дошла.
А что ты написал?
Да. Зачем брать сюда, потому что
Кость, ты можешь просто отправить один эфир на Пересе?
Могу. Да. Будем делать больше.
Но
Даже больше, чем не партиципации.
да нет, не может быть.
Да, да.
Ну, 9,5.
I'll just press play. Да, какие вот проблемы. И слушай, а можно я просто возьму компьютер и с компьютером пойду?
А почему ты просто не можешь? Реально можешь? У тебя там есть кто-то управляет линией. Реально можно ошибиться. Нет, просто нужно, ну, не уверен, что не больше, еще что-нибудь. Есть даже что-нибудь. А в Инстаграме что у нас?
В Инстаграме?
Да, сказали, что это неправильный адрес, дали большой адрес, короче, и вы хотите вернуть его в Инстаграме. Что, да?
Напиши, что бабки никак не вернутся.
Hello, Alexander. Just question. When do we see some sort of Sweden in that?
Sure.
Короче, мне это какие-то тоже, я их не вижу, что мне делать. Почему так?
Там они уже пишут, что добавить точность.
Ну, конечно, они все заинтересованы в том, чтобы быстрее закрыть.
Она еще идет?
Oh, Theo is here again. So this link should work. I think I just posted in Slack. And the previous one was private. Because I guess I'm just being paranoid and setting up everything in private and then people can't see it. So
See me now? Huh? On the black screen.
oh, now we have 4 viewers actually. Hello viewers, finally.
Yeah.
You here. We have been talking here on our own. for hours because, well, unfortunately, it's 2 viewers. They've just left the minute I started talking. So
it's okay. I just posted it in Telegram. How's it going?
oh, someone else joined us. I don't know who that is, but welcome to you, sir.
Okay. Anyway,
Okay.
is the
It's gone now. So I obviously.
okay, so you posted the wrong link.
I posted the wrong link. I'm an idiot.
No. To that. What's the main benefit of?
Oh, you're breaking up. Maybe I should stop my face.
I can stop my. How about now? Do you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, great. What's the main benefit of Bet Token? Why should I hold it?
Well, the thing is it's a functional token that just gives you an access to the protocol. In a way, the reason why any of these cryptocurrencies or functional tokens or whatever really have value, if you think about it, is because they give you access to something. Because DAO Casino is a bunch of smart contracts that will work on this bet token, then you will have access to these contracts, which are game contracts that will be integrated and the reward distribution system. So as a functional token, its value is in its function. It's an in-game currency, and it's a currency that powers the reward system. That's how I would put it.
Mm-hmm. All right, it's in-game currency that powers. So if I have that token, then I can be a bankroll. Anything else?
I don't think so, actually. I don't think that
Okay.
like, for instance, if you think about Bitcoin, now I sound really arrogant because I'm actually comparing the mother of all coins with a small functional token, which is very specific to a specific particular industry. So Bitcoin really, its value doesn't come from the electricity which is burned to make it, right? The value comes from the fact that it actually gives you access to the Bitcoin network. That's all it is, right? And this access, this function is sending money peer-to-peer. So it is. And I think with any crypto token, it will be the same, right? So with Ethereum, it gives you access to, okay, people say Ether, you can pay for gas for, but no one really uses it for gas. But what it gives you access to at the moment is like a million other tokens that you can purchase for Ether, participate in token sales and crowdfunding campaigns. So the functionality of the token can change. If, for instance, I don't know, people would start using Bitcoin for something else, then it will have value for something else. I guess the fact that you can write messages on Bitcoin blockchain forever, for some also represents value. And maybe some people just want Bitcoin because they just desperately want to write something in op return in the blocks, right? But fundamentally, it's access to the network, right?
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's true. That's true that, you know, Bitcoin allows you access to the Bitcoin network, to into the ledger.
Yes.
And yeah, the main utility is money. Of course, you can make tokens on top of Bitcoin and so on and so forth. But yeah, you still need some kind of access, and all the access tokens are going to be based on Bitcoin anyway. So, all right. So if I want to use a game in the casino protocol, I'm going to need Bet token. If I want a bankroll, I'm going to need the Bet token.
Yeah. Actually,
what's so interesting about the DAO Casino protocol, though? What does it offer that's different than a standard online casino, what they have?
Well, the thing is like, first of all, I wanted to actually answer another question. Is people asking, sometimes people ask, why you guys want to create a protocol and another token? Why just don't make a lot of games that use Ether and make everyone happy? So a lot of people actually ask us this, and the answer is that individual games, they don't create, they don't really make the industry tick. They can be awesome, but if you look at the industry and all the business processes, you will see all this referral system and who's putting money in the bankroll or tokens in the bankroll, how the games are ordered by casinos from developers, who retains the IP address in them, all this like massive amount, of business processes. And I think I actually posted on Reddit, I was proud of myself. If right now the killer app for Ethereum is basically crowdfunding campaigns and tokens, I think the next and the maybe more killer app for Ethereum would be value chain automation. When you automate some value chain business processes in the industry, that will be really powerful shit that will change all the industries, not just gambling industry. So usually when the online gambling guys come to us, for instance, they're like, oh, you're doing blockchains and what is it good for? Yeah, we understand provably fair gambling and like everything is transparent, blah, blah, blah. But actually, I don't think that a lot of people who are outside of this crypto land, and especially all this sort of crypto economics understanding of this decentralized markets and so on, understand the real power of this automation of entire value chain of a certain industry and across industries as well. Because so on the industry level, you have, let's say, casinos, referral system, bankroll backing, relationship with between developers and game providers, the ones who actually bring these games to the people using their platforms, the ones like who take care of the license and so on. So I'm overtired, so maybe I'm talking too much. But if you really zoom out, you can see, let's say you can have a charity, and the charity can probably have some deal with some lottery, and some of the revenue percentage from the lottery will go to a charity, but actually it's not a trustless mechanism. No one can check it, and maybe it's not even true, right? So on this decentralized crypto economic system, within this DAO or across DAOs, this can happen as well. So a game can just start collaborating with a charity, for instance. A lottery can I think what attracts me to all this like decentralized DAO stuff is that I always imagine like people can snap agreements, create business agreements as easy as they can create like Facebook groups and just add everyone. Like we create Slack channel, everyone comes, we grant them permissions, some of them are scammers, but it's not really a business relationship, right? But imagine that on some weird new type of the internet, you can just snap business relationships with people exactly in the same way you can just create a Slack group or a Google Hangout or a Facebook group or whatever, or make a wiki. So this is pretty interesting, that this kind of really fluid makes me think of this liquid modernity stuff, like makes me think of very fluid companies. Let's say I have a lottery, you have a charity. We can't compete on with like big guys because everyone knows about them, and we can just snap this ad hoc. Like if you imagine ad hoc networks when the nodes just come and drop out all the time. So imagine like ad hoc businesses. We just meet and we don't have to trust each other. We just strike a contract and we decide that this is how game gonna work, and this is how this lottery gonna work, and this is how the revenue from this lottery will be distributed. and you're the charity, I'm a bankroll backer or whatever, lottery backer. It's not really a good example, but that I think is fascinating. I'm not sure when it's going to happen because it's actually a complicated system to work on, but actually it's all like, it's not even sci-fi, it's totally realistic, this kind of internet of value where people can just create agreements with a click of a button, peer-to-peer. But I really talk too much. Maybe I should shut up for a second.
Oh no, it's okay. We have another question. The actual Ethereum game development toolkit, like I said in the white paper.
So right now we just developed a bunch of games, and first we really tried all kind of different PRNG methods that were available, came up with our own, saw how it works in the game. All these games are test games, and we supposed to use them as templates. But obviously, we're quite new project, so all the documentation haven't been finished yet. So hopefully, with at least the two-player games, we will be able to have a normal documentation that people can work with and actually use this contracts as templates. So because the idea that you can first, like, these contracts are kind of standard and they work with this particular PRNG. So if people want to, they can just create a game on top of it, fork the contract and deploy it and get whitelisted, because we will be implementing a whitelist contract, like a registry for starters, before we see any kind of reputation system to evolve.
All right. It looks team, but that's okay. We're still here. Live on talking DAO Casino about development toolkit that and Casino was answering that question. Create out, build upon them, and the toolkit in the future. For the first, the point of $1 and it's pretty good. Congratulations. A lot of interest in the bet, and yeah, come check out the channel. Casino. going to be for watching.